Hi, this is Michael Torres. I'm doing kind of a video testimonial for black belt psychology. Uh, just to give you kind of a little history and a little background, I'm only a blue belt. I've only been been doing this about a little over 2.5 years. 2.5 years. I competed in a few tournaments, a couple of Nagas, local grappling tournaments here as a white belt and a blue belt, and around the area. And one of the things, and I ended up on I guess Marcus Avalon's kind of emailing list, and actually his brother emailed me something about that crystal ball, and that piqued my interest. So obviously, when the opportunity to purchase early came out, from the pre-launch, I signed up, and one of the reasons I did is I actually had a grappling tournament come up this past weekend, actually, a little over a week ago. And so by the time I got everything, I got the books, the all the DVDs, the book, the DVDs, the training logs, all the I inhaled it, and it was one of the things that I've always, had trouble with is pre-fight jitters. I tend to end up getting myself in a hole because, it's just anybody who's competed, it's not a normal thing. You're going to say that I'm going to fight some stranger on a designated time. There's a lot of time for your mind to think, a lot of time for your, try to talk yourself out of it. It's just not a normal thing. So I was fascinated by that, and but one of the things that I was kind of, as I became very kind of apparent is that, I only had a week and a half really to a little over, to implement the strategies, and that David Avalon, Marcus was talking about. And I started doing things like the drilling to create fight memories, the resets that he's actually kind of talking about to kind of when I feel kind of gassed out, uh, the visualizations about how to act, before a meeting. Why do I deserve to be here? Who do I train with? Who do I practice with? Have I put in the work? Do I deserve to be here? A lot of those things became, helped calm me down tremendously. Um, so when I showed up to the tournament, they well, actually, let me get before that. For the preparation, I started, using this hitting the wall strategy in training, where I try to hit that in the first 5 minutes, and then, and kind of get past my safety valves. I started, doing this stuff immediately, So I read 3 chapters the first time I got it. I popped in the first 2, 3 DVDs in the first day or so. So I had this, competition mindset, drilling in chains, drilling in sequences, and the interesting thing about this is, and it kind of became, is that I actually showed up for training the day. I actually had the day of the tournament. I actually decided to go to my morning class. I only did the gi in the afternoon, and my goal was there to hit that wall prior to hitting that wall. And I used that strategy. I used my practice as that strategy. I showed up to class at 10 o'clock and got gassed out on purpose because I didn't want that to be the first time me hitting the wall. So I tried using that strategy just to see how it worked. Next thing I did is that it was all about the visualizations. I focused on my effort. Did I put in the work? As I got to the tournament, I was just kind of like, what did I do to be here? Started thinking, visualizing the tournaments I've won before, the people I've trained with. That are going to be bigger, stronger, more skilled than anybody that I'm going to face in the tournament. So all the upper belts that I've trained with. So that was it did a lot of good to calm me down. So the my stress level going into this tournament was just way down. I actually didn't even start feeling much of anxiety until a tournament time came, and there was obviously any of these grappling tournaments, they do their best, but it is what it is. You're going to be there for a while. So I ended up getting pushed back a couple of hours, almost 3. A little actually it was over 3 minutes before actually fight. So my mind started rolling again, and and I used all those strategies to calm myself down. To and one of the things that that was interesting to me that became very apparent, and actually was I wish I had a video of it. There was a real smile that came across my face. Is Marcus said that no matter what you have before going on the fight, the mind can't hold two thoughts at once. So if I'm stressed out prior to the match, once I'm in the fight, I'm just going to be focusing on the fight and what my task is at hand, and that happened. So and I started smiling when as soon as the match started, because realizing it didn't really matter how I felt before. Even if I was nervous, I'm here now. I chose to be here. I wanted to be here, and so I smiled and was like, wow, this is absolutely correct. That so I just focused on what task. I did the little. I made eye contact. I had a bounce, a lightness in my step. I made sure that every one of my matches, I was the first one to engage. To engage. I wanted my body to be there. So so how I did is I'm actually 42 years old. I competed in the adult division, so I fought a bunch of 30-year-olds. My first match, I was actually it's a 6-minute match. I was down. I had no point. I had no points scored with a minute and a half left. One of my partners yelled, "Michael, you got to do something. You're gonna you need to you have no points left." And I ended up winning that first match 9-2. And as time was running out, I was actually going for my Ezekiel, my submission. And but the reason I did that wasn't really it was because of what I did the week before. I knew that that I pushed my limits and learned how to push past them, and then I knew I had another level that I could tap into, and then I also saw that this other guy didn't, and I saw him kind of like doubt himself, and I took advantage of that and ended up sweeping mounts, attacking, and just kind of overwhelming the opponent. And it was a I don't know, it was a good learning experience, for both of us. The second match, I ended up winning an Ezekiel in 54 seconds, and what this is, and it was just like the what Marcus. While I haven't been doing the his drilling strategies the entire time, what I did know at the time is this one sequence that I was doing was exactly what he talked about. It was the I was drilling in chains, in combos, from the pass to half guard to to mount to Ezekiel, over and over and over again. It's my go-to thing, and so when this opportunity came up in competition, I just did it. I executed. I didn't think about it, and it was what happened. And interesting enough, that was what Marcus talks about, how I should be drilling all my stuff. So from now on, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill that way, and to create kind of fight memories, in combinations, and and then so when I do get in competition or in a real situation, I don't spend time thinking about it. I just execute it. The third match, I ended up losing 5-0 to a judo guy. Just took me down. Took me down. Got side control, recovered guard, but the interesting thing is, that I liked about that match is, I was really never under a submission, but I kept that attacking mentality that he talks about. I just kept, attacking, 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 arm bars, sweeps, cross chokes from the bottoms, and trying kimuras. And it was I like that's probably something that I wouldn't have worked on prior to Marcus's mindset, but I made sure that that's the pace I wanted to keep. So now I know what I need to work on, and we've been working on it since I left. I'm on how to if someone gets me stuck in the guard, so and I'm on the bottom, how to get out of it. But his fight mentality is that he talked about definitely helped. So if you're interested in competition, and competing, my suggestion is that I can't recommend Marcus's techniques and strategies, tremendously enough. They helped me, and this is only about a week and a half, 2 weeks that I've been doing this, and and I'm using the training logs I'm visualizing it. If you see me, I'm writing down my goals. I carry them with me. What do I want to accomplish in training this week? This month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Things about that, and and it's motivating me. There's something about writing them down on cards and carrying them with you, and talking about them and training about them, um, all I can say is, thank you. Thank you, Marcus, and I can't recommend his strategies anymore. I'm looking forward to seeing the type of competitor, the type of jiu-jitsu practitioner that I will be at the end of the year. So hopefully I'll have a follow-up in December. You'll be able to kind of see exactly, where this kind of taking me. But if I don't get injured, I'm liking where this is going already. I'm looking forward to hitting the wall. I'm looking forward to pushing past through it. I'm looking forward to drilling. I'm looking forward to writing my goals. I'm looking forward to having, how did I feel during training? What did I put the right intensity level? What do I need to work on? I'm looking forward to all that. The visualizations about how I feel and what I'm like and all the morphine, all the morphine. And so the mental game is a big part of the martial arts. And thank you for allowing me to work on this third pillar. I've always felt comfortable on putting in the work on the mat. I've always felt comfortable with my cardio, but I've always felt that this part was something that I just needed help with. And thank you for sharing your knowledge and your wisdom, and hopefully it'll be ingrained in me that I just will be second nature, this year. So thank you, and I can't recommend. And if you're I can't recommend Marcus Avalon any higher. So take care. Bye.